Om Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Dear friends, I am very happy to be here this evening. Just now, you heard that we are going to have a program on total personality development. You know, in the corporate sector, all of you are aware that TQM is very popular. Total Quality Management, Zero Defect. After that, another thing that has come is TQP, that is Total Quality Personnel, because they have found that if we want to introduce productivity, if we want to increase productivity, productivity of an individual is also equally important. Without that, the productivity of an organization will not increase. And suddenly HRD, Human Resource Development Department, which was previously Personnel Department, has assumed great significance. So TQP courses are now going on, and the organization have realized that this is a good investment, training the personnel. Previously that was not so. So TQM popular, TQP gradually become popular. But what I am going to talk about is TPD. It's a new concept I am trying to evolve. Why I gave the name is because of two reasons. Number one, total word is very popular, so packaging is very important. Second, more importantly, we have to discriminate between personality development and total personality development. So many courses are being organized all over the country, even outside the country, on personality development. You might have attended also many programs. Most of the programs, what is being given there is how you can impress others, how you can have an attractive personality, and how to appear in the interview, how to develop positive thinking, then how to have better appearance, what type of matching dress, what type of hairstyle, what type of etiquettes and manners. Hello, how are you? Fine, thank you. How to have etiquettes, manners, table manners, how to interact, how to communicate, at the most public speaking, and that's all. So, personality development mostly, in most of the programs, revolves around how you appear to be. But, if you want long-term success, long-term happiness, long-term peace, only external development of the personality is not enough. What we should have is total personality development. Not only external development of the personality, but also the internal development of the personality. Stephen Covey, in his book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, in his introduction says that he went through the books published during last 200 years on self-development, and he found that the books that were published during last 50 years were completely different from the types of books that were published previous to that 150 years earlier to that period. Earlier books on self-development by Orison Swett Marden, Norman Vincent Peale, and Samuel Smiles on self-help, and all those books, when they were dealing with personality development, self-development, they were basically dealing with so many values like honesty, truthfulness, sincerity, dedication, character building and all that. Now later books which are published during last 50 years, they are focusing only on the external part of the development of the personality, that is communication skill, etiquettes, manners, not mentioning about the real values which are essential part of character building. And that is exactly why the executives, managers, youth, they are having high ambition, very ambitious, and they move at a very high speed, a little failure and they break down. Because there is no metal inside. A little failure and simply they are depressed. I want to commit suicide, ending up in a schizophrenic case. Why all these things happening? Because very, very brittle mind, very, very weak mind, external, very good personality. They have learned communication skill. They can impress upon others, but they can't impress themselves. They can show that they are very confident to others, but inside they are brittle. At the slightest problem of life, at the slightest struggle, at the slightest failure, they just break down. That is because they have not undergone a course on total personality development. So only external personality development is not enough. Of course that is good, but also internal development of the personality. So what is total personality development? So total personality development is different from the ordinary personality development courses, and this is nothing short of character building. But why I did not give the name character building, that would have been the most appropriate name, because then they would not have come, then you would not have come here. So we must have a good packaging, It is an age of packaging. Personality development is very popular. If I say character building, character, this is all old-fashioned people will be going for character building. So you would not have come. So in order to attract you, I have given a packaging. Total personal development. Yes, you have come. Now you are under my net. For 3 days, I will wash you out. Once you are here, you will be able to realize. I will give glaring example, one after another. What happens if you do not have total personal development? How many youths, according to UNESCO report, 54% of the youth in America, Japan and Sweden are not meeting natural death. The cause of their death is suicide. Western youths, full of energy, full of enthusiasm, full of outward show, full of external personality, going mad after sensual pleasures and then becoming drug addict and schizophrenic and then suicide. Same trend is now coming to our Indian youths. I am specially addressing to the youths because the personality development program aims at development of the personality. And whenever you have to develop a personality, when it can be developed at any stage of life, even after 60 years it can be developed, but becomes difficult. When you have to restructure the whole house, it becomes very difficult. But if you have to construct a new house from the foundation, you can prepare the house in your own manner. You can have your own design. But if you want to have a redesigning the whole house which has already been built earlier, becomes a little difficult, but not impossible. We can make paneer out of it. If the milk has been spoiled, we cannot use that milk, but we can make paneer out of it. But the milk which has not been spoiled can be utilized, can be saved from being spoiled. So, personality development should start at a young age, preferably. So, total personal development, so that's what I was telling you. Our Indian youths today are blindly imitating the Western materialistic culture and blindly imitating the Western youth, and unfortunately, they are seeing with their own eyes how the Western youths are having frustration in their mind, how much they are going after suicides, they are ending up in mental hospitals, they are becoming schizophrenic, and yet our youths want to have blind imitation of Western materialistic culture and Western youths. Swami Vivekananda said, what we want is Western science coupled with Vedanta and Indian culture. He was not dogmatic. He said, let us have good things from all over the world. Let us keep our doors and windows open. Mahatma Gandhi also said, I keep all the doors and the windows of my mind open, but I refuse to be blown off. Swami Vivekananda said, we will certainly accept good things from the Western countries, but let us not have blind imitation of Western culture. In Bengali there is a proverb, কেউ দেখে শিখে, কেউ ঠেকে শিখে, কেউ ঠেকেও না শিখে. Some people learn by others' example, first category. Second category, they do not learn from others' experience. They say, let us make an experiment and let us have a fall in the ditch, and then let us ourselves have a first-hand experience. And so they fall into the ditch. Then they say, no, I will not undergo the same path now, because they have learned their experience. But third type of so intelligent, they fall down into the ditch again and again and go through the same path again and again. Now, our Indian youths are so intelligent, they are following the third path. Rather than becoming the first category. So, we should learn from others' experience. Speed is very good. Very good. But if you go from Ahmedabad towards Kutch or Rajkot at 100 kilometers per hour, and after reaching Rajkot you find, oh, you had to go to Bombay, what happens? Come back to Ahmedabad and go to Bombay. So, you have taken double the time. Rather than that, had you gone with 80 kilometer speed but gone to the right direction, you would have reached earlier. So speed is very important. More important is the direction. At present, youths have missed the direction, they are going full speed, not knowing where to go. There is a Zen story, a horse was galloping at full speed. Somebody asked the person, where are you going? And the person replied, ask the horse. Because it is the horse who is taking me, I am not taking the horse. So, we are not leading the life. It is life which is leading us. We do not know where we are ending up, where we want to go. What is the purpose of life? What is really success? Everybody wants to go for success, but what is success? Certificate? Degree? Marks? Name and fame? Publicity? Is that success? In the morning I talked about when success and fulfillment through concentration and meditation. In that lecture I told, with all that success, you can end up in a mental hospital, all the certificates are of no use. And after death, of course, they all will be buried along with you. That is ultimate success. But even for daily life, happiness and peace, for long-term happiness and peace, you want long-term success. For long-term success, we should have total personality development. That involves physical development of the personality, mental development of the personality, intellectual development of the personality, moral development of the personality, and spiritual development of the personality. That is total personality development. First, of course, is physical development personality. External personality should be very attractive, of course. And there are so many measures you will get, how to look nice and how to have matching dress. You will get a lot of experts to tell you. On external development of the personality, a lot of beauty parlors have opened. Previously, the pawn houses were in large number, but I think within a short time, the beauty parlors will overrun the pan houses and hotels and tea shops. So everywhere, beauty parlors. External development personality, physical development personality must. Swami Vivekananda said, what we want is muscles of iron and nerves of a steel. Of course, the physics should be strong, of course. That is what he also wanted. Physics should be strong, a sound mind in a sound body. And that Swami Vivekananda went to the extent of saying, you will be nearer to heaven through football rather than by the study of Gita. So, a student came to me and said, Swamiji, I have left reading Gita. Why? Swamiji said, you will be nearer to heaven through football rather than by study of Gita. So, I have left Gita and I have started playing football. I said, you must understand the meaning. Please switch off if you feel it is uncomfortable, then put it on the silent mode. So, Swami Vivekananda said, what he wanted to say, Swami Vivekananda, is, you will be nearer to heaven through football rather than by the study of Gita. Then see the next sentence. Because by playing football and when your biceps and muscles are strong, you will be able to understand the mighty message of Sri Krishna better. That is why you should become strong. So you should study Gita also. But before you study Gita, you should be strong physically. So first thing is physical strength. Our youth should be first of all physically strong. There are many youths who have completely become physically very, very weak. Whole day, internet, chatting, computers, no exercise, just eating and computer, eating and computer. No time for exercise. So, in UK, that is why they have started yoga classes. Because all the children, for 4 or 5 hours, they are sitting in front of the idiot box or computers and go on taking cream, chocolate and ice cream and go on watching the program. All have become fat. So, now the UK and there, all the medical bills all the medical treatment has to be done by the government, not like India, you have to go individually to the doctor. Everything is taken care of. Of course, they take tax out of you also. But everything is done by, medical treatment is carried out by the UK government. Now, the medical bills of UK government is fantastic speed, it is going up. So, they have now passed an order, all the students must undergo compulsory training of yoga. Because all are becoming fat out of proportion and that is increasing because of that they have a lot of problems which comes in old age, diabetes and blood pressure and all those problems are coming to the students. For a different reason they are going for yoga. But physical health is very important. So regular exercise and nutritious diet and balanced diet is very necessary. And you know better than me how to keep the body fit and how to. There are so many fitness clubs have started now. It's a very good trend. The youth have become they have become very cautious about their figure, particularly girls. They are very cautious. They sometimes go to the extreme of going for dieting so much that sometimes you feel if you just blow a little more, they will be blown away. Like this, just for maintaining the figure. So much of dieting. But they have become conscious about their physical. It's okay. But main thing is physically you should be strong. Sound mind and sound body. But that is not enough. There is a boy, very nice looking, 6 feet 5 inches high, tall, strong, an athlete, one blow, he can just finish you out, physically strong, but failing 10 times in examination. Will you say personal development, yes or no? So, intellectual development of the personality is a must, along with the physical development of the personality. But even that is not enough. When I was in Rajkot, a girl came to me, MSc first class in microbiology, and she said after coming, Swamiji, I want to commit suicide. Some problem has come and want to commit suicide. Why? Mind has become very weak. Very brilliant, intellectually very brilliant, very good looking girl. Very brilliant, but mentally very weak. So mentally one also should be very strong.